Damn, still nothing. What the, oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. How about now? I think I was able to. Whoops. Let me hear. Yeah. Sorry about that. I had to lower down my feed off my iPhone because I think that's what was killing the killing the momentum here. But yeah, sounds okay. My stream meter is green. Welcome everybody. Welcome to another session of the MadCast, and this is pretty much out of nowhere. Much like, well, I think the previous session was timely considering the day that the demo had been released. But I thought I'd just give you another. I thought I'd just give you another goodie. So, welcome to another session of the MadCast Gaming, and I'm your host Madcap, where I'm going to be doing a complete playthrough of the demo, and maybe just dig into more analysis of what works about the game so far and its demonstration, little Easter eggs that I picked up in my third playthrough, some little nooks and crannies that I explored throughout this stage, and there's definitely a lot of exploration. But if you caught my embarrassing performance, considering that was like my first time playing it, I do apologize for that. But this time, it's gonna be a lot more better because having played this like 3 times, I'm already used to the whole flow of it already, and familiar with this whole section that everybody has played through at this point. But I think it's time for us to get started. So good to see you, Bathory. Glad that you were able to come down. That you were able to just tune in, just check if everything was working before I got started. But here we go. Let's do it. And I think I'm gonna cut a bit of fat in the first couple minutes because it's just the menu screen. But I'll be saying nothing and just working my way across the stream. But I had to make sure my roommates had to lose connection of the Wi-Fi for this time. Until I'm done, I'll let them know. But without further ado, let's just dig right into it. So this is gonna be my fourth time playing this. Very excited to get started. I'm really enjoying pretty much the feel of this game. And so far just this playthrough, I'm very excited to get a hold of the complete experience of Resident Evil 3 soon. Like I said in my previous live stream, I had already pre-ordered this through our lovely enterprise known as GameStop, because I pretty much just want to get the classic costumes that you can download, because I know that Resident Evil 2 had the classic costumes as opposed to the new ones that do reflect the gameplay experience, where you could definitely see and display in the cutscenes especially. So I thought, I know I wasn't sure the slight possibility if the DLC costumes were going to be put on the market through PSN or Xbox Live, but I didn't want to take any chances. I just thought I'd pre-order the whole thing and just get the costumes. But yeah, so judging from this cutscene, in this demo, this is probably like already much later into like the first act. Well, this is pretty much. I guess the second act kicks off when they arrive at the clock tower. That's still a map to play in for this remake. But this is like the end of the first act where you meet the the Umbrella Combat Specialist Biohazard Response Team characters and their objective. No, I don't think the old design is included. It's just mainly just the costumes. Because then they would have changed the designs to Mr. X or Birkin in the other games in Resident Evil 2 remake. Okay, so already like I was putting on some training wheels for a bit in my last live stream, but I think I pretty much could just proceed when I want. But just want to dig into some of the Easter eggs I spotted in this playthrough. Like, I like how this is pretty much like downtown, where there's like a bunch of like there's a donut shop that you have to go through, the toy store that you noticed. Um, yeah, I wouldn't say downtown. It seems like a shopping plaza, if anything, with a hospital beside it. But what I like here is just the knockoff like '80s horror posters you see. Oh yeah, little Metal Gear Solid moment there with the game self advertising itself in a very meta fashion. And I like this here. I like the knockoff Terminator and well, this like in the game. It seems like a series of like knockoff '80s B movies, and the sequel I guess has a Terminator-esque robot, and the other film has like this Giger-esque like xenomorph, which is kind of cool because especially Resident Evil, like Resident Evil 1 was mostly just Romero influenced, and they took the Romero influence even further with 2 and 3, but with 2 and 3 they were very reliant. They were very influenced by the Terminator and Aliens out of that James Cameron filmography, which is nice because I do like the influences there because I fucking love both movies. All right, we're gonna head up top. And I'm sure there's gonna be some more. There's gonna be some more interesting Easter eggs that I'll find much later in this whole demo. I mean, but so far, like, I don't have the 60 frames per second like running through this live stream and through my software, my game capture software. But so far, this game looks fantastic. Even if it's still a modified version of the Resident Evil engine used in Resident Evil 2 Remake. But I guess I was kind of like. I was kind of like winging it with the whole complaints about people who are gonna draw criticism over that, but you gotta remind yourself, Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3 were both made under the same graphics engine at the time when the classic games. I mean, because with that, oh shit, I kind of blundered there a bit. I was supposed to mix a green with a red. But yeah, it's just Resident Evil 3 is just a modified version of Resident Evil 2 because you still got like the same you still got the same assets, same maps. Like you run into the police station in Resident Evil 3 from the second game, and it's just little like just newer zombie creature designs, new animations, new gameplay mechanic tweaks that were made in Resident Evil 3, but it doesn't really stop it from being a bad game just for using the same engine. I do love the original Resident Evil 3 game, and they do like Capcom does a way to make sure the games stand out more than just like being connected in terms of graphics and physics engines and controls. Because I don't think Resident Evil 2 you have like the hunk mission, and Resident Evil 3 you pretty much have like mercenaries, which is like a step further for if you want to just like kill zombies for fun. Oh fuck. Okay, I know I fucked up big time here, but not this time. Gotcha. Yeah, much better. Cause I think in my second playthrough, I missed like 5 or 6 times. That's fucking unacceptable for me. And I play Resident Evil 2 Remake a lot, so what the fuck? But I do notice some differences here compared to Remake, 2 Remake. You get more of those. Whoa, fuck! I forgot about that guy. You get more of those complete headshots that you can nail more often. I guess. Whoa. And you could dodge. Sometimes I just tap myself doing dodge. Like, I don't really use it timely. You have to be precise when you have to dodge. Like, if a zombie or big ol' Nemy tries to grab you, you have to be, like, very precise. But sometimes dodging isn't done by luck, like in the original, because I think the dodging mechanics in the classic game is very inconsistent. You mainly just dodge by luck. That's how it would work in the classic game. Oh yeah, and here we are, the toy shop, and inside the toy shop you get like this giant fucking standee of Mega Man and Mega Man adverts, which is Mega Man being Capcom's first and one of their successful IPs that they started from before moving on to Street Fighter and then Resident Evil. And I wasn't sure if those two water guns there are an homage to that Last of Us DLC too, but I could be wrong. And so you get more headshots often, which probably just leaves you thinking that, since you're playing as Jill, it's probably just like a little it's probably like a little like inherent attribute to the character, since Jill is a member of Stars, and so she's probably more handy with a gun, which gives you more stopping power to blow off a couple zombie heads off. And now this I would have to connect from the other areas of the map. Because with Claire and Leon, they're inexperienced with a gun, which leaves you more tensed up because yeah, you could you could shoot zombies in the head as those characters, but never fully. I get them closer. Booyah! And much like in classic RE3, the red barrels were pretty prominent, where you could just clear your way up zombies much more efficiently. And get away from these games. Yeah, so in the second playthrough, I was just wandering around like a fucking idiot, because I know I was missing some areas that I was able to find in in my initial playthrough, but then, when I was done doing my stream, in my free time, I was able to just sit down and play it again, and I was able to get all the areas checked out. And yeah, there's some more zombies, so I should wake this fucker up. And with Jill, she comes equipped with a combat knife, but it's not like a disposable, like, tactical knife to use if you get grabbed and then you just have to, like, lose a knife to save yourself from a bite. Oh shit. It's a legitimate weapon this time. Okay. Fuck! I missed. Oh, I had him right there. And there are some things I noticed that were tweaked a bit from the gameplay mechanics. Like, instead of just, like, checking out an item, you could just simply just grab an item like that. Gotcha. Because in the second game, you just run into an item, you have to like inspect it first before you have to pick it up, but you could just simply pick it up. I think that's changed a bit. If you could correct me on that. But yeah, Jill has a lot more attributes when you're playing as her character than Claire and Leon. And I think the gameplay mechanics are like changed not radically, but enough to make it like a more balanced gameplay experience. Okay, so it's gonna be 918. Oh shit, I fucked up. And yeah, if you crack all the saves, you can unlock like little weapon attachments to upgrade and modify your weapons. So we're gonna get that red dot, which would make it a lot easier. There we go. Which make it a lot easier to aim at approaching zombies. Now, it's only been once, so I don't think I'm that damaged. No, okay, I think I left something out where you could find... There's a good Easter egg, a little clue, for this safe that I found. I believe it's held in the diner shop or in the subway. Where... I think there's like a mural where the numbers are etched out, except for the combination numbers that you unlock on the safe. That are, I think they're circled or highlighted. But yeah, that was one clue that I picked up for one of my playthroughs. But for me, I was doing this first live stream, and I just went on like Google pretty much just search Resident Evil 3 demo save password, and from there I nailed it. Fuck. Now there's a little generator there that I gotta save for big old Nemesis. Because Nemesis here is like fucking Spider-Man. Like even if you lose him, he'll just pop up again on the other side of the map with his fucking spiderweb tendrils. Oh, and so I'm in the diner, the donut shop. So if you notice, do you guys recognize this? Because it threw me off. I'm like, the guitar riff, is that from Dragon Ball Z or something? I'm like, oh, that's the ending credits theme to Scenario B of Resident Evil Classic. Resident Evil 2 Classic. You know, hey, it's up to us to take down Umbrella. That deal. I was like, oh, what? Oh my god, look at that. They actually incorporated that. That's a nice bit of fan service. Oh, and here, I am in the safe room, and it's playing the classic save room theme from the original game. Because one thing that was missing about it kind of bugged me. One thing that was, you know what, I think I'm just gonna heal myself. One thing that was missing that really bugged me was the lack of incorporated themes from Resident Evil 2 Classic to the remake. And there weren't really much, really. It was just mainly just the soundtrack consisted of, you know, some orchestral cues for like emotional or big climactic moments, but mainly just it relied on room tone, some low tones, and mainly just on ambience, since the game is supposed to elicit like a more spookier like presence than the original. But they didn't bother incorporating the original themes like they did in the first remake, where the first remake is a complete like fuck. No, fuck. Okay, I gotta blow these fuckers. Just got double teamed. So as I was saying, like the original Resident Evil that was remade from 2002, like they incorporated like a nice modernization of the original soundtrack of Resident Evil into that remake, but they didn't bother to do so in they didn't bother to do that in Resident Evil 2, which I found disappointing. I mean, it's mainly just just those aspects of the soundtrack, and yeah, the dubstep, the wub wub dubstep motif for Mr. X, which lets you know if he spots you. I mean, that's the only thing that works. It's the Mr. X theme, because it just signals the player that he spotted you and he's approaching you. There's another red barrel. Fuck. Not again. Get off. Well, I'm not really saving myself for Nemesis at all. Alright. Gotcha. Okay, in here are shotgun shells, but I don't have enough. Oh yeah, and a grenade. I don't have enough in my inventory to stock up on shells and a grenade. But what I really like is now you could probably get more out of exploring Raccoon City, because I don't think. Oh fuck! Of course that had to fucking happen. I'm really just screwing myself, man. But it'll leave you more to explore in Raccoon City, which I'm hoping that they'll improve from Resident Evil 2 Remake. Nice. Oh, really? Okay, let me go back. So battery spotted a green herb. Okay. Where did I miss it? Because back there, it's just a red herb. But there was a green herb. Okay, where do I find it? Ah, there we go. I'm pretty sure that's what you were probably pointing me to. Yeah, it's just there's some plants there that kind of trick you into thinking that like it's the real deal. Pretty much like in Resident Evil 2 Remake, I could probably dispose of any items that will lead me into rooms, much like the bolt cutters. I could use the bolt cutters one more time on the shotgun cabinet. Ah, beautiful.
This must be the subway company's offices. Nothing.
Give me one sec. I want to pass this on to anybody else who might tune in. Well, so far the stream has been running pretty smoothly. Because I have to let go a lot of things for my stream to work functionally. No, let go of that. I'm not ready. Alright. There you go. So, oh no, wait, I'm missing. Oh no, wait, I forgot to unlock another room. But you know, I'm not rushing this or getting ahead of myself here. This is just, I am gonna take my time. I'm not gonna rush myself into completing this demo. But the bolt cutters were used for another building, and I think I might have passed it. No, I'm not gonna go there because there's just zombies. More zombies just waiting out there. Now this was kind of weird. I went through this. I went through this direction, but then I couldn't get back in into this room as there was a zombie on the other side just trying to break the door open, but it never came through the door, so I guess it was just a signal for me to not go to that direction, but to go to the donut shop where Nemesis is waiting for me. There we go. Birkin's newest themes. Oh, I agree. I agree they're inferior. Yeah, because what happened to that epic platform boss theme, which is like definitely one of the most iconic pieces of music for the series. Like, what happened to that? How could you just remove that? That's like the that's pretty much like the anthem for Resident Evil. Here we go. And there's another yeah, there's another high grade gunpowder. Next, and first aid spray. Okay, so I don't need it. Thank God. So I can just drop it now. I can just go back to the shotgun room, grab the gunpowder, and then mix it with the shotgun shells. And I know some people have nailed this this little bonus puzzle, but there are like these bobblehead dolls that you can find 20 of them and then just shoot them and then you unlock something. I mean, it's a demo, but I'm pretty sure you'll unlock something in the actual game once when it comes out. And recently I was playing Resident Evil Code Veronica X again, but on the it's the PlayStation 2 port that I bought on the PS4. Actually did much better of a job. I did a much better job than my recent playthrough, which was a live stream, but it was okay. It's not as horrendous as Richard Jackson's like Mahler-sized live stream of the game because he took a full 10 hours to beat that game. It was just nothing but him. Like he keeps fucking up. Like he keeps missing certain puzzle pieces he's supposed to collect. And it was made for entertainment. That was actually a pretty funny. Mix it up. Perfect. Sound cut off. Oh, did it? Oh shit. Where am I? There we go. How about now? Sorry. I had to cut off my mic over my commenter. But it seems to be working okay. And she removed a comment. Yeah, for like 2 seconds. It's a pretty old USB cord I'm using. I should definitely get a new one. Okay, I'm gonna have to let go of some items. But yeah, I pretty much just nailed every room, found every item, but I could have sworn there was a green herb found here. I know. Okay, how about now? My back, my back. Now this is what I wasn't expecting. Some more sound issues. And my stream seems to be running fine. There we go. Thank you. I'm back. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, Richard Jackson of Valverde. If you haven't heard of Valverde, definitely sub to him. Very huge '80s enthusiast for like film, media, and he's a huge Resident Evil fan. So I pretty much kept badgering the guy on Twitter. It was like, when's the next Resident Evil live stream? When's the next Resident Evil live stream? When's the next Resident Evil live stream? And it's like, it's coming. It's coming with Code Veronica first. Because he was supposed to do Resident Evil 3, but, you know, he's also too busy playing Doom Maternity Leave, is what I call it. It's actually Doom Eternal, but I'm just going to call it Doom Maternity Leave, because, like, guys are full of vaginas over that game. They wet themselves over it. And then they burst out children when they play it. Doom Maternity Leave. So yeah, he's just been playing Doom, and he actually did get around playing Resident Evil Code Veronica. And it was quite a horrendous live stream in his part, because he had like he did like two separate live streams, like covering like the first half and the second half of the game. And Jesus Christ, dude, I was pretty much like his oracle. I was there to be his game facts wizard, because the guy kept he kept backtracking constantly, like missing a lot of puzzle pieces and figuring out which rooms to go. And so I had to be there on the chat just to tell him, like, you gotta go to this room first. Here's the solution to this puzzle. You gotta find these pieces to unlock the next stage. But yeah, so I was actually playing some Resident Evil Code Veronica in the meantime. That way I could like prep myself to helping the guy. Let's see. Oh yeah, the hose. So yeah, there were like the second half is where like the hilarity starts to kick off, because he has to do this one puzzle where he died constantly, and I would be very fucking tense doing this puzzle. So there's this one puzzle near the end. Oh fuck! Now she wasn't fucking there when I climbed up those stairs, but I guess when you grab the hose, it triggers more zombies. So he was doing this puzzle. Is when you play as Claire before you get into before you run into the Steve monster. And yeah, there you go. I guess when you grab the hose, it's supposed to signal to the player that you're supposed to go back to the donut shop to trigger Nemesis. And right here there are more zombies. So it's pretty much like a barrier that's applied into the map, like an invisible barrier. Okay, yeah. So this puzzle is a stone slab puzzle, where as Claire you have to you have to get like this little crystal ball that has an ID card kept inside, and you have to break it by triggering this stone drop, this little like trap that drops like this fucking 10-ton stone on top of you, and you have to be very precise with timing every time you trigger this trap. So when the stone falls, you have to be dead center while it's being raised up to plant the crystal ball on the floor. So that way, it's gonna trigger like a brief in-game cutscene where the stone will fall onto the crystal ball, and then you have to be very precise with timing. You have to wait for a particular mark for when the stone is being raised up to grab the ID card. Because if you do even a second prior, if you're that prone to just try and grab the ID card and your timing is off, the stone will follow you and you're fucked. You fucking die just like that. And Richard has been spotted like 4 or 3 times, and it really led to a very hilarious off mic rant going on about him just screwing up the playthrough very massively. Okay, so next, but it's good. It's kind of a fun 10 hours. He just responds to the commenters on the chat and bumbles around in Resident Evil Code Veronica. So just trying to make sure I maybe there might be some items I could find. But it's good. It's a good series of live streams. And I'm hoping he is going to do a live stream for this when it hits shelves. Alright, here we go. Now this was odd when I caught this from the trailer. I was like, what the hell is he doing? Is he filling them with tendrils until he explodes? Until the zombies explode? But alright, I gotta trigger this. There we go. But really, what's he doing is he's trying to create more super zombies. So they're not a lot of Splagas. They're not Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5 variants, but they're fuck. They're just they're just a more evolved version of the zombie. Fuck! And then they just pretty much like Nemesis, they just shoot tendrils. Oh fuck, get up. Fuck! Oh fuck, 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 fuck! And he just follows you everywhere. Even if you disappear in the next map, you'll just come back. And he's just gonna find his way to jump at you. Yeah, right there, look it. Fuck. I think I just died. No, I'm still alright. Fuck, there we go. Now I died. So yeah, judging by how this box works, it is a more improved version of Mr. X, where you cannot run him because Mr. X just simply walks towards you. Nemesis will just will jump ahead of you or use his tendrils like whips. I mean, considering the little suit he has, I guess he has a little BDSM fetish with those tendrils. He'll just run at you and try to hit you. and if you're not like very precise with dodging. Oh yeah, pretty much like if you guys watch DBZ Abridged, there's like a running joke about dodging, and fuck. Gotta shoot that generator. There's like a running joke of dodging. I was doing that in Richard's live stream of Code Veronica. There he is! There he is! Ah, there we go. Precise. There's like a gray filter that lets you know you dodge well. And yeah, some more Nemesis zombies. Oh, fuck! Yeah, so these zombies will try to give you head. If you're low on health and they actually get you for the kill. Oh, hey, Will, welcome. Nothing differently. I'm doing like a detailed exploration of the game. I was digging into analysis on some Easter eggs I found and talking about the gameplay. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Yeah. If you're not lucky, he'll just get you into a corner and he'll just hit you constantly. Without even fucking, why even, without any restraints, he'll just beat you to death. And I don't think there's not, like, with grenades and shit, there's no self-defense mechanic. So, so you can't really, like, if you get grappled by a zombie, you can't really, like, toss a grenade at an enemy. So like these things they're like just feeding off these zombies or just like this parasite, and fuck, and if you're like in danger level of health, those parasites will engulf your head, and then it's like a detachable parasite, so they will try to engulf your head, and then it just takes over you. It's pretty much just like in Dead Space where like there's like an enemy that's like consisting of separate but living appendages that just attack you, and there's like a head creature that grapples you and takes over your body if you're not wise. It's throwing out a grenade. So it just pretty much just takes a grenade to just keep them at bay for like a minute or two. So I think grenades are very key when you're like playing this game, because I think you will need a lot of grenades to fight this guy in these kind of encounters. Now right here, yeah, you just saw him just lift high up with his tendrils. So now he'll just come out of nowhere to attack you. So now it's just like, I think it's just that point where I could just like end it here. It's a definitely a radical design change on the classic Nemesis, but I like the new design a lot. And those teeth. Gingivitis. Those teeth threw me off. They kind of remind me like those things that attacked the Avengers in Infinity War. Those xenomorph looking mindless monsters that attack Wakanda. And they got the similar teeth design as Nemesis. But yeah, I guess that's pretty much it. Just a replay of the whole demo. Again, I'm very excited to play the actual game when it comes out. Just 11 days before my birthday, before I turn 27, believe it or not. So I guess this is where I'm gonna end it up. End it here. Yeah, it's a trailer. Definitely watch this trailer online. But I guess that's pretty much the end of the line. I don't want to keep my roommate's Wi-Fi list for any more time, but this was a full playthrough of Resident Evil 3, and there were some deaths. I did die a couple times, but it's a lot better than my previous playthroughs. But I'm gonna end it off here. Well, for those of you who tuned in, thanks again for joining me on this live stream session of MadCast Gaming, and eventually I'll probably do a live stream on the game after I play it in its entirety. Because I rather play it before I do a live stream, because I don't want to have the issue like I did in my first demo run, where I was just walking around like an idiot and missing my shots and shit. But yeah, come to full game, you'll expect a live stream soon. But to everybody, thanks again for watching, and hopefully you can tune in on the Mad Cat Productions channel, or just follow me on Twitter, where I will continue to subvert your expectations by providing you some more content when I can, under quarantine and chill season we're in. But thanks again, and hope you have a safe and healthy night. And please keep your gloves on and your surgical masks on, and look forward to any further content I put up.